It's the morning cruise. Dave, Bill, and Carmen here at the Joy FM.
So, Dolly, seriously?
Oh,
you guys, oh my goodness, my bucket
Hold
list.
on a second. You haven't even introduced them yet.
No.
You went
We
straight
don't
to
have to.
Dolly.
From the moment we stepped in the room here,
Carmen had this look
this
in her
bubbly,
eye.
Carmen look.
Dolly, she's on my bucket list.
All right, for
Dolly,
everyone-
y'all, I grew
you know
up listening to Islands in the Stream.
Well, you know what? We're such
Coat
good
of many
friends with Dolly
colors.
now
Yeah.
that we could introduce you, Carmen.
We could,
Y'all,
yeah.
please.
BFFs. All right, so for those
Seriously.
of you who are listening, it's actually Joel and Luke with the King and
For
Country.
King and
here.
Country,
We're
but
here.
Dolly.
But we're so familiar. I feel like we're so familiar with you guys because of the summer
no-
cruise and the
Sure.
whole thing that it's like
It's family.
It's family.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
We need no introduction.
Bill
That's
called
right.
me cousin. Not close enough to be brother, but
Just
cousin.
cousin. That's fair. That's very Bill of you.
I called you uncle. You weren't listening.
Thank you. I'll take that. I took the uncle.
Uncle.
Yes, Dolly Parton.
Can I give a confession?
Tell me.
I probably shouldn't say this. Okay, so I saw y'all on Instagram and you're teasing like, who it's going to be,
Yeah.
And I saw it, but I didn't I wasn't curious enough to
Really care. Thanks.
yeah. Well, no, not so much that.
Second stepsister once
I was
removed.
like, I don't know. I mean, I had a few guesses who I
so
thought it
much
might
for
be.
family.
But then when I saw
Fifth
it was
cousin.
Dolly, I was like, wow. So you guys, and the way you built it up, like the anticipation, the payoff matched the anticipation. So
Well,
good job.
That's good. It was.
What you're saying is you were expecting to
be let down. They build the. We are great at hyping you up.
This is cool.
That's
this is
not what
going
I'm
so
saying.
well.
You exceeded the expectations. That's
Now the
what I'm
question is,
saying.
speaking of exceeding expectations, did the show exceed your expectations?
Are you kidding? Come on, Joel.
What was
next-
your favorite part, Carmen?
My favorite part was the ship.
Oh, yeah, the
of
bow
the
of the ship. Yeah, there you go.
when you
Very
burned
specific.
the ship, that
Yeah,
was my
the
favorite part.
fire.
The fire.
When we bowed. at
When
the
we
end of the
bow,
night.
no, there was. We actually bow on the bow of the ship, and someone posted a shot from like behind us. It was
Yeah.
like 8 bums bowing on. They
Yeah.
had this great caption, "Bowing on the bow of the
Okay,
ship."
so here's the thing for everyone listening right now, just so you know, this is being recorded Sunday afternoon. I've not seen the show yet. They're trying to hook me. So.
At least you're honest. Keeping you honest here, Carmen.
Okay, so you and
All right,
Mariah.
Dolly, yeah. So
Yes.
Mariah and I were watching Netflix original film Dumplin'
Yeah.
with Jennifer Aniston. It's a really good film, by
Okay.
the way. And Dolly was a producer, and the whole film. Her music is like a character in the film. It's like this for this young lady, kind of spurs her on throughout the film. And every song, both Mariah and me were like, man, that's Dolly. That's Dolly. Like, because you hear Dolly songs everywhere, but you
Yeah.
just kind of put it all into focus. And Luke and I grew up and know 2 of her managers. So the next day I kind of cold called them. It's like, hey, I know this is crazy and I know what this sounds like, but we've got this song and we really want a strong female voice to kind of carry this message with us. 2 weeks later, we were on the phone with Dolly herself, and she said,
Were you dying?
"Oh man."
Like when you heard that voice for the first time on the phone?
She said to us, she said, I just thought this was sent from God because I just told my manager like a day or two before that I wanted to get more involved with inspirational music, and then this song showed up, and I think it's one of my favorite songs ever. Like this is "I Will Always Love You."
Yes.
This is
do it.
Jolene.
You
Yeah.
should do a
How was
great.
my
Yeah,
you
Dolly?
did a
Jolene.
great Dolly Parton
Jolene.
accent.
Thank you. Thanks very much.
Jolene.
I have been a Dolly Parton impersonator,
Okay.
actually.
That's more than we needed to know.
So yeah, so she says let's do it, and I'm telling you, from that moment to her recording on it, we did another version of the music video with her in it. She's been amazing, like just a light and gracious and professional and it's the cool thing is we've got another. I can't say what or when or where, but I can say that we're going to perform it live with her
Okay.
for the first time on national television at some point
Oh my word!
this year.
So no scoop here.
Can we get like a 24-hour text heads up?
Carmen's
Yeah, you
so
can.
disappointed right
I
now.
know.
She's like,
No.
Carmen
So I
loves
think-
we were closer than this.
Yeah, seriously.
No, sorry.
Okay, so I think you guys need to do another collab with her, and then you guys need to sing the part of Kenny.
Right, Kenny Rogers.
Yes,
Mr. Kenny.
and do Islands in the Stream. Would
You know,
that
she
would be
said
fabulous.
to us. She did say to us,
I'll do much more.
I'd love to ride with you guys sometime."
Seriously?
Take her up on that.
Yes.
I don't. We had this moment. Tell them about that moment during the music video where it's
Music videos, as you guys
Yeah.
know, there's
Yeah.
a lot. It's a lot of hurry up and wait.
Yeah.
And so you do your bit, and then you kind of wait for the cameras to be reset and everything. And I had this moment where it was just Dolly and I were just standing together, and I was like, "What do you talk to Dolly Parton about?"
Right.
Like, she doesn't have any kids.
Right.
She's been in the music industry for 60-something years. And there's just this moment where you're like, what have you been up to lately? You've been busy? That's what I led with. I was like, hey, so you've been busy or whatever? And sure enough, she was like, you know what? I've been in Atlanta shooting a film during the week, but I come back on the weekends, make sure I get some rest time, and then I go back down. But it was definitely a moment where you're like, where do you start? Like, she's an icon.
Yeah, totally.
And so anyway, but as Joel said.
I love you right now, Luke. That would have been my leading question if I was standing there with Dolly Parton. So, Dolly, what you been up to lately?
Yeah, I didn't know. Joel had a point where he was just a creeper. And
I just stood there. I just stood there like.
So y'all get me. Y'all get me.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
100%. Okay, let me ask y'all this question. So we all have a bucket list. Like Peyton Manning's on mine, Dolly Parton's on mine. I've got another one, but I can't tell it's political, and I don't want to answer email. But so who would be on y'all's bucket list? Like, do you have somebody that you would be like?
Donna was pretty high up. There
Okay, all right.
in the end.
I always tend to go the sports route.
Oh,
And-
it's Peyton Manning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I'm with you on that. And then one of them, actually, this is
We're talking about
ironic.
meeting someone.
Yeah,
Yes.
bucket list
Right.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ironically, a few years ago here in Tampa, Tony Dungy
Oh,
came.
yeah. Oh, he
and he
loves
was
y'all.
one of those guys. And so today,
Yeah.
Joel and I woke up to, hey, so sorry I couldn't be at the show tonight. I've got to do a telecast
Yes.
tonight.
Yeah. It's
But
Sunday.
he was one of those guys.
Yeah.
And he was one of the
So
you
we're like,
met.
no worries, Tony.
Yeah. I played it real cool. I made sure that
Catch you
he
next
I
time.
made sure that he had more letters and words than I did in reply. You know what I mean? Making sure that it wasn't like I was overselling.
I just did an
or
emoji,
anything.
like a thumbs up emoji. It's like, good on you, Tony.
So do you have someone other than Dolly?
Well, I had a preposterous moment because I'll take the music road. U2's always been such a massive influence for us. Speaking of television, the most moving experience I've ever had with music was the 2002. Well, it would have been
Super
the 2001 Super Bowl, but yeah, it was the Super
2000,
Bowl. After the first one after September 11th, and U2 played, and they did Where the Streets Have No Name. And you remember they had the sheet behind them with all the names of those that had passed away in the attacks, and it was just this unifying, incredible moment.
Yeah.
So Bono was a big one, and I actually a couple of years ago they played at Madison Square Garden. I had the chance to meet he and Ali,
cool.
Mariah, and I both did, and it
That's
was
cool.
that was kind of that bumbly stumbly. What do you talk to him about moment
Yeah.
for me? But he was very gracious and curious, and
It's
yeah.
cool. For King and Country on the Joy FM.